Blurry, a new logo, yep. You know it. Okay, let's get this set up. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, I decided with the logo. I've used it was just a random logo. I've had it for so long, my old one. It was actually just a random. It was the first PNG image that I had in my Minecraft modding days. So before I did the airship mod and everything, I did a kitchen sink mod, and I came up with like a frost kind of axe. So I just use that as a logo because I'm like, I don't even know if I'm gonna want to stream or how I'm gonna approach this, but yeah, I decided to go with something new, sketching it out. All right, so what I'm going to do, I think I have the beta done. I did the jump. I'm on 1.21 begrudgingly. But yeah, I'm gonna actually do some playing. I'm gonna have to admin some stuff in, but I would like to do a lot of the stuff to like play through things. Begrudging, and of course I did this right. And then I'm on release candidate 6 because I'm like, okay, they're on 6. You know, probably the next one will be released. Nope. Soon as I was done, release candidate 7. So that's fun. All right, here we are. I logged in before stream and I already picked my class, the Rust Mage. The Rust Mage, I'm doing it the new 1.21 way, so I have my own custom class file, my own custom traits file, JSON array. So there shouldn't be any more of this, oh, combat overhaul plus the working classes bullcrap, where things aren't working because someone made a patch that's statically changing things in a static position for the whole array, right? Like, I'm not gonna have to worry about that anymore. Patiently waiting for Rustbound Magic to be announced as porting to 1.21 has started. Not sure what that modder is doing. That modder doesn't want to go to 1.21. That's it. There's like nothing in 1.21 that got me excited. There's a couple things where I'm like, okay, that's good. Like the classes thing, right? Like having your own class file. I'm like, okay, it's okay, I guess. Not exactly super happy about it. I'm not like, oh, this is what makes me want to play this. Oh, I'm still in game mode 1. Here we go. I want to actually play a little bit. But yeah, this the server I'm on right now, this is 1.21. I did jump to it against my will. Against my will. So, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Could be great. Could be a steaming pile of crap. Could be. It will be one of those things. We'll have to see. Make myself a little dirt hut. Yeah, so far, I mean, this isn't really a world I would care for. There's no. Looking at it, like I didn't do anything with like oceans or anything else. I put only a couple other mods in there to, spruce things up a little bit. Ryu, oh my gosh, Vice voluntarily playing the game, not just modding. It's both. This is Q&A. Quality assurance. I'll try to bully Tyron and other devs to work on more modding QOL stuff. I just want new things. That's all I want, Blurry. Like, I feel like 1.21 was kind of a ripoff. You know what I mean? Like, it's something that should have been done in the previous, like, you know, this hasn't been that deep in development, right? Like, he probably could have put it all together under one roof and then presented something new, you know? But this is where we are. So I'm giving it, I had to go to it eventually. But yeah, I mean, there's no new features. It's kind of a dead update to me. Unless there's something that I don't know about that's super duper awesome. I can tell you this, it's not a mounting system or anything else. Dealt with that last update. There we go. Nice little hole. Feels weird, like, playing. You know what I mean? Feels weird. Feels a little weird. Let's get some stone. Ooh. Grab that little worm. Alright. I'll eat that. Thank you. Alright, first thing I'm gonna want here, let's get an axe. Oop, there we go. Stick. There we go. Caveman! Time to murder a tree or two. Oh my god. There we go. I'll cut this one down. To be honest, I can see why this update was underwhelming to some. A lot of stuff happened between this update and the last one, and I would not wonder there was just not enough time to add quite a bit of planned features. If I leak, Tyrone will murder me. I guess. You know, I'm like, I don't really have much to say on that. I am Spicy Vice right now. Spicy Vice. It's not like the game is bad, right? It's just when you think of like an update, then you know there's certain things like you're expecting like new stuff, and it's like, oh, well now there's red clay. You know what I mean? And by the way, blue clay is like almost non-existent anymore, and fire clay is kind of equally so. You know, like you gotta get lucky, and maybe you could find one vein of blue clay. Alright, what am I gonna do here? God, it's been so long. I guess I could get a little more wood. I got some firewood. Let's get a little fire going. Let me grab some more sticks. We'll plant this birch seed. We'll plant it right here. Get that out of my inventory. What's this? A white oyster. You gonna kill me? No. Num 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 num. If the update was pushed for later release, then community would be screaming about the 6-8 month release window. Well, not necessarily. I mean, you present something like a new mounting system in ships, right? Take the time to iron it out in that update. I don't think anyone's gonna be mad being like, oh, look at that. The you know, rideable, you know, accessory system's working now. You know, like, look at that. Like, I can put something in and it doesn't black hole itself and I lose my items. Of course, I guess you will always have the people complaining. That is always a thing. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I say. You know, it's like, you know, some people probably think like, well, why does he make mods for this? Because I like the game. You know, like I actually really like this game. It's fun. Feels like out of the gate, it's a modded Minecraft. Things like that where, you know, I just had a little jump there, a little rubber banding. That's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. It's only me on the server. I just started it. I'm running 5 mods. Why? That's the second rubber band that I had. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on here? What's going on? I didn't unlock magic yet, so there's nothing ticking on me. So we'll see how it goes. My hope is that, you know what, this update, you know, it's a throwaway update for me. It's cleanup from the previous update. Probably should have been done in the previous one, and, you know, just my opinion on it. You know, you struck while the iron was hot, and you don't have to reheat again to try and form. You know what I mean? Fucking snake! Let's explore a little bit. It would be neat. Like, I know the next update's like, oh, it's about mechanical power. I'm not sure, not really sure what that's gonna be about. Like, I'm cautiously optimistic that there'll be something cool in there that I'm just not thinking of. I'll leave that. Driftwood. Yeah, I'll put that back down. Grab this. Grab a couple more of these. Let's nap a knife. What I'd really like is, I mean, the two big things, and I checked the ModDB site, because I would like to think someone else feels the same way and they're working on something, right? But I would love, like, a biomes mod that adds interesting biomes. Give me a reason to explore. Because the game's generation, like, it's good when you're new. You know what I mean? Like, it's not bad. It's not like, you know, you see all these floating, you know, little chunks, and it doesn't look bad, but it all looks the same, right? You've seen one mountain, you've seen them all. You know, in Minecraft, I used to love, like, the biomes plenty, extra large biomes, things like that, because you could be, like, going and it's like, oh, shit, there's a huge desert right here. Look at that, I found, like, a tundra biome. Look at the Rocky Mountains. Hey, look at that, it's a magic forest. Look at these mushrooms. Like, they, you know, like, I'm tripping because I ran into them, you know? Like, there's something new. Like, you don't know what out of the 60+ unique biomes that has unique materials in there too. Like the magic biome had, like, you know, whatever that magic wood was, right? It's a different colored wood, but it was really cool because it's like, oh shit, I could bring this back. I gotta come back to here. I want to build a house here. You know? That's like the first mod. Alright, so I gotta start making some moves. It's gonna be dark soon. I haven't done anything super useful. I'm just going to put this dirt down. I'll make maybe extend this out a little bit. There we go. I'm gonna murder this tree. Kinda feel like I just wanna jump into magic. I think I want to just jump into magic here. Yeah. Oh yeah, and the other kind of thing I'm looking forward to is dimensions. That's the other thing. I don't think I finished my thought there. I want dimensions. This game needs, like, a nether. It needs something a little harder than the wolf coming up to me, or, you know, like some of the surface drifter stuff. You know what I mean? Like the bow torns that, like, you know, snipe you out of nowhere. You know how many times I got people giving me feedback saying that my mod needs to stop with all the, you know, the bow torn spawns? You know how many people blamed my mod on that? Well, it happened ever since I, you know, ever since I started playing, and your mod is on here, so it must be from you. The reason why I have 40 bow torns outside my door. Oh, man. What a shocker. He wants magic immediately. Well, I gotta test it, Ryu. I gotta test magic. I gotta see what's gonna crash and what's not on 1.21. Because, you know, a lot of things, like, I don't know if Fear's gonna work. Apparently there were a lot of AI task bullcrap that happened. I think I fixed it, but I have no idea. Can't really unlock magic right now, though. Boop, boop. And I'll eat this one. But yes, I do want magic. You know what? This is just for testing, right? This is just for testing. Tree murder. Sounds like someone wants to work the main story. What, for what? What do you mean? Wait, what the fuck? It was vanilla issue? Yeah, it was. But some other people who are much smarter than I am, right? Like, these people are lifting the world on their shoulders. That's what they're doing. According to them, it was my mod doing it. It was that damn magic mod. That Vice guy. He just doesn't know. Main story has some stuff that feels a little dimension-y. Ryu, that's all bullshit. It's not a true dimension. It's not. I've taken a look at the shoestring code for it. The item / mod system / attempt at dimension / no world gen support / just taking a snapshot of the area chunk for chunk. That's not a real dimension. Doing a swap of some things like for like, if there's grass, it's now the devastation grass or whatever. That's not the same thing. It's I was ready to take off like a good 3 to 4 days of work, maybe a week, to just use a bunch of vacation time and then just really dig in and figure out like a dimension system. I wanted to make a magic hellscape version of the Nether. That's what I wanted. I was gonna whip up some tougher mobs in there. It was gonna be great. That is not what I was able to do. All right, I'm gonna practice some magic stuff. Yeah, it's not a true dimension. I'm hoping that it's coming. You know, like, the thing is, like, this game's always going to be compared to Minecraft. And I think it's got a huge leg up on Minecraft. Like, you know, obviously I like this game, or I wouldn't be making mods for it. I'd be going to Minecraft, where I could at least earn money through CurseForge. You know, like, I still, from my old magic mod, or my old airship mod, I still hop onto CurseForge, and I'm like, wow, I got like $100 here, you know? You know what I mean? Like, oh, this is pretty cool. People still play this mod. I tried to sign in. So I looked at Minecraft, right? I signed in, and I was looking at a mountainside, and I'm like, you know, like, it's so ugly. What block is that? There were trees on the mountainside. I'm just used to, you know, having leaves like this and having things kind of move and sway. Right? So this game is better. It is better. Well, that's good. My achievements still work. That's good. Is this server open for others to join as well? It will be. It will be. This is just I have my server in the data center there, right? Like, I'm running it through that. And really, I need to step through a lot of the major stuff in the Magic mod to see where the issues are going to appear. I just went to 1.21. I already found a handful of things, like some of the AI task stuff didn't work right. So I had to fix that. These guys were brain dead at first, so I had to fix that. There were issues with I found an issue. Something must have changed in the way when you take damage, how it gets the item stack to then apply like durability loss, right? So it gets like, it picks what slot is targeted for durability loss. There was an issue there that kind of snuck up where I ran into a null point exception because for some reason in the way the code is, it was able to get to that item stack, that slot's item stack before it should have done it. All of my creatures here, most of my creatures here were all screwed. Like, I had to remap all this stuff, and I know I'm gonna have to do it again, because for 1.21, I don't know who did the folder structure. They obviously don't have OCD, because a lot of that shit's gonna have to change. Like, you have, like, non-living lore, you know, then you have, like, you know, bird over here, right? You know what I mean? But over here, it's like vertebrate. And then with the vertebrate, it's like, you know, animal, mammal. And it's like, but you have vertebrate over here. Like, it's just like, it's all over the place. So I had to sit there and like, oh, well, you know, all my pets don't work now, so I gotta fix that. Luckily now, things are working. Here, let's, Mr. Jingles. There we go. We'll name him. Yeah, Mr. Jingles. Alright, so let's start with for spawning some stuff. Interesting, interesting color shift. That just freaked me the hell out. I know I just summoned him, but seeing the red eyes darting through the grass coming at me, maybe this wasn't the best pet. We're gonna get rid of this guy. We're just gonna dismiss the pet. Jesus. I'm gonna get rid of all this stuff. When I play for real, I'm gonna want oceans. Wish your ass would have joined the Hightail revive thingy, because my head right now literally screaming the message above is some things you wish were in the game. Yeah. You know, the thing, I would have loved to join the Hightail thing. And who knows, right? Like, there may be an opportunity later, right? You never know what happens in life. It's, you know, it's just right now, like, I need to keep my main job. And, you know, and I don't want to approach something and, like, do it half-assed. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I got a lot of respect for this game. You know, it's just like my mod, right? Like, there are other mods I want to be making now, but I have unfinished business with Magic. Magic needs a little love. And I think it got it. I think it got it in this update. Alright, so I'm going to lower my temporal stability. We're going to do this for realsies, because I want start to finish. Lower my temporal stability. I think I have a quick start guide, yeah. I forgot. So now, instead of being at 0%, you need 10% or less. It is configurable. There we go, so I can do it now. There we go, good. Nothing blew up in my face. I have a mana bar. I still see the information. The achievement's good. Now, the new approach here, let me get out an admin tool. There we go. Let's plop this down right here. Get our temporal stability back. So now what you could do is find a stick on the ground, right? And I just combed this area and found a bunch of sticks, so then admin deleted them. Oh, I'm stuck! There we go. Alright, so now, what I could do, looks like the tooltip is working. Hold a single item in your hand while meditating to active. So this is something that you could trigger mana infusion with. Basically what that is you come down, you'll meditate, and then hold the stick in your hand. I could ask about the file structure, because I don't think that was intentional. Or if it was, then at least understand the idea. Yeah, it was just all over. Alright, so I'm meditating. I could hold this, and I start to see the stuff around me. In, I believe, 5 seconds. There we go. I heard the ding. Little explosion of particles. Now I have a wand. And I can... Oh, insufficient mana. Gonna have to meditate. Yeah, it's completely fair. Yeah, it's just... Here, I'll kind of pull it up here. Let's go into... Vintage story, assets, survival, entities, right? So you have like non-living, humanoid, animal. Actually, it looks like it changed, right? So in animal, you have fish, bird, invertebrate, mammal, right? You would think like it would be invertebrate, invertebrates, right? Like it's just, it's kind of weird. And then mammal, you have like things here, and then you have like hooved. Right, then I gotta go into hooved. Like, some of the stuff makes more sense, like separating out adult from baby. That was a good idea. Just kind of weird. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like fish. You know, what was invertebrate? So really, this should be insects, right? Because there are other types of invertebrate stuff, especially when you start bringing in some sea creatures. You know what I mean? It's just weird. It's very weird. I don't know. Weird. Love seeing the temp gear going like Sonic people happy, yeah. Whoops, not sure if you have 7TV installed. No, I don't. So I'm used to it though. People happy. Oh, the spiraling effect is locked to the camera. Oh, hey, Vexus! Am I too late to join? Well, it's not really a thing. I mean, you can. I'm just gonna have to focus on testing the spells and stuff. But I mean, I know you. If you want, I could send you the info. It's just, this isn't the real server. It is a server, but this is the 1.21. I just know that there's gonna be stuff. It's gonna be stuff that is gonna break, and I gotta find out what that stuff is. Oh. Transmutation works. Not bad. Cast time is faster. You can move with transmutation here. Boop. Target specific stuff. That's good. Maybe there's some multiplayer stuff that pops up. Yeah. I did need some help making sure that other people can like see your particles and stuff as well. Here, hold on. Let me pull up Discord. Where's my Discord? There it is. It's gone. Upload a file. And for this, here, I will disconnect. I do have Better Ruins, Carry On, Primitive Survival, and the Dungeon. I was thinking the Dungeon and the Better Ruins would be nice to kind of give, you know, maybe an exploration kind of feel. Primitive Survival, I was going to play the server for real, but I didn't have any oceans or anything in it. So it's a very light list. Oh, I remember this. So majority of this file structure right now is for future-proofing, basically. As for the one with insects in them, I will ask. It does not sound correct. Yeah. And I get the future-proofing. I just wish the future-proofing was, like, I was talking with, you know, because, like, Oats, he has the butchery mod. Just make sure if you guys future-proof something that you are future-proofing without having to redo the work you already did. Having an empty folder or something, you know what I mean? Like, that's no big deal. But when, like, he's got a lot of work ahead of him. I had a lot of work ahead of me just with my pets. Like, it literally anything that used, like, the animal stuff broke. And I had to retrace the steps and see where everything was pointing now. So yeah, I'm all for future-proofing. But man. it looks weird. And you know, it could also look weird because I'm used to the old structure. I kind of knew where things were. I am excited to see what neat things kind of come about in the future updates. I'm not super excited about a mechanical, you know, like mechanical energy update. You know, maybe there's something really cool like this. It becomes this whole big thing, and you can do all these weird contraption things, and it becomes like Create or something, right? From Minecraft. Maybe we get like fishing, some rudimentary fishing. Maybe there's, you know, there's something like maybe some random things spawn in oceans, or maybe, you know, a reason to explore oceans. Let me tell you, this is gonna sound weird. I had the, oh, there you go. That's the reason why, right there. That's the reason why you update to 1.21. Clouds look different. Actually, it doesn't look bad. That doesn't look bad. Dig it. The sun looks a little more round. Okay, I see. When we get dimensions, I could totally see myself on a whim, someone getting me hyped up, and then I start thinking about like ViesCraft, and I'm like, we're gonna have a magic rocket. A magic rocket, and you're gonna power it with mana, and it's gonna go into space, and I'm gonna make little planets. Like, oh Jesus Christ. It's gonna damn ruin my life, ruin my social life for a while. Must have mods, the staples. We don't need oceans for primitive survival. We could get some fish from traps. No, I just like oceans. I like traversing the oceans. Is it the Rusty Grimoire MP? Yes, it is. Yep, the Rusty Grimoire. It's the same. It's the old server IP information, I believe. If not, I can get that to you. Wait, is that the max setting for clouds? It is whatever the default setting for clouds are. I definitely know it's not the max. Because it doesn't look like... Oh, look at that little, that looks weird over there. The view distance doesn't, that doesn't leave much to the imagination, does it? There's no fading out there at all. That's... Set it to max. We'll see. I could try. I mean, at the same time, though, they are clouds. So what would it be? Contrast, gamma. I'll see a clouds tab. Resolution. Field of view, bloom. Well, beep beep boop. There we go. I set it to max. I don't see a setting to set it to max. Wait, where's the setting for it? Yeah, this is why I was cautious getting into a release candidate. I know things are not baked. I know. But here I am. Here I am. Here, I'll just beep beep boop. There we go. Perfect. I linked into the Matrix there, Blurry. That's what happened. I logged myself into the server to make that change. Just squint. Just squint. And, you know, honestly, it doesn't look bad. Even with it like this, it looks better than the sharp edges than it had before. It definitely does look better. But all right. So I have a wand. Let's follow the achievements. Next thing, it's gonna be clay forming, foundry. We're just gonna get a bunch of red clay. Because from people testing, apparently red clay is the clay you find. There's really no such thing as blue clay anymore. That doesn't exist in the game. If you want blue clay, you need X skills apparently, and there's something where you can like do a mixed clay thing, and then you get your blue clay that way. It doesn't exist otherwise. I hate the fact that, am I really gonna have to make 3 different colors of this? You know what? No, I could just change this. All right, I'm gonna make a note to myself. Here it comes, everyone. Here it comes. So clay forming texture needs to be red to match the red clay it is made out of. There we go. All right. Whoops. I just want to make sure the clay forming works. Someone will get bonked for it. That's alright. I mean, it's just clouds. Clouds, and there was something experimental with waves. That was one thing I wanted to kind of see. But I was looking at that water, and I didn't see anything with, like, waves in it, so... Whoops. You know what? The fact that this is gonna go through... I'll keep going. I'll keep going. I was going to just shortcut this, but that's what these tests are for. I need to make sure... There we go. We're just gonna do that. We gotta make sure all this stuff works. Sorry about that. There should have been another setting. Yeah. Explodes. In the new version, it's got waves. It's pretty cool. So water does? I was looking at some local water here, and I didn't see any waves. Although I'm thinking more like ocean waves. It's probably not that. Probably not that. There we go. Get all of this. This is gonna be so jarring, right? You're forming this out of red clay, you're all happy, and then when it's done, it's gonna go to like blue. It's gonna go to blue. Yeah, it's not like huge waves, but it does have waves when you're when you're sailing about. Okay, I could get behind that. Sounds pretty good. Alright, I'm just gonna finish this top here. There we go. We're nearing the end. Whoops. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I ran out. Red clay. There we go. Almost there. I think this is the last one. Ooh. Hey, look at that. So I gotta fix that image. That's fine, right? But I mean, I can pick it up. It's a valid thing. I gotta fire it. I know the firing's gonna work. I'm not going to do that. We're just gonna get a completed one. I'm going to assume the base game pit furnace works. I'm gonna make that assumption. And if it doesn't, then I can point people to the game. It's their fault. There we go. Alright. Let's get some lanterns out, mana lanterns. We're gonna burn right through the night oil here. Just throw these down everywhere. Perfect. Alright. So now I can finish this off with transmutation. Perfect. Got the achievement. I got the new foundry. There it is. I can charge the foundry, right? So it tells me adds 2 charge per cast. Yep, and it did add 2 charge. Let's go into meditation because I can also research this with meditation insight and gain an extra mana point. There we go. Perfect. I got my extra mana point. I have 11 max mana now. Beautiful. And that tag went away. And when you don't have a wand in your hand, I don't tell you what the charge cost is, because it is, you get a different charge amount with the different forms of transmutation. Right, so here we go. Boop. Fireball it! Yeah, it's not like huge waves, but it does have waves when you're sailing. Yeah, this is all early magic. This is all early magic. Oh, by the way, I want your spicy thoughts on the next WoW expansion and its reveal. I haven't seen it yet. It's queued up. I'm watching it tonight. I've been a little busy. I was hooked on the housing. I saw there was something like a praise system for WoW. It's looking good. It's looking good. Oh, all right, so I gotta make some tablets. Let's get some flint. Oops, I didn't mean to get that much. So here's the blank tablet. Yeah, I was gonna watch the Gamescom stuff, but I had some other stuff come up. I was hoping for like a physical pre-order copy, but no such luck. Whoops. All right, I know napping works. I'm just going to get the tablet. Here we go. Now we're going to test this so I can put the tablet in. Portal opens up. Synthesis is working. If I hold sneak, I can see what, all the ingredients that I'm going to need. What I'm making. Let's get some other stuff here. Here, let's plant some rift blooms. Everything's like all... I used to know... There we go. I used to know where everything was. Here, we're going to make a little patch. Now you can plant these right next to each other. Right? That was a pretty big quality of life thing. Just make it daytime. There we go. We'll sprout in about, like, less than a day. Perfect. We'll get rid of that. So those can kind of bake there. I'm just going to admin a couple stuff. Couple things here. So admin some stuff. 2, 3, 4. If I throw the wrong thing in, yeah, it's going to give me rust sickness. So it looks like it is giving me repeated rust sickness. Alright, so that is something that I'm going to change as well. Rust sickness in Vomit Foundry continuously triggers. There we go. To be honest, I'm afraid WoW will yoink my time again. Yeah. The new expansion, from what I've seen, I've seen some stuff before. I mean, housing alone in WoW, I'm there. I'm there. I loved housing in every other MMO that I played that has housing. EverQuest 2 was where I got into it like the biggest. That housing, like, it was awesome. I had my maxed out room. I had so many items. Like, I had the max. I made a whole, like, kitchen area with running water. Like, it was awesome. I had a fridge. It was so cool. While putting that in, they got me. They got me. I'm actually, the reason why I don't have it pre-ordered right now is because I'm holding out hope that they may slide out some, like, physical collector's edition that I could buy. I'm hoping. Because I'll shut up and take my money. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Beautiful explosion of particles. I dropped my item. Let's make sure that these anchors still work. There we go. Let's spawn that. And it looks like that took... I had 6 storage charge there, and it took 1. So it is consuming the appropriate cost. So I got my small crystal. You can now harvest this, I believe. Yeah, you can harvest this with transmutation now. If you're a mage, you don't have to get your hands dirty. It's actually a slightly higher success rate to do it through transmutation. With this, you break it as normal. Game mode 1. Yeah, gonna have to keep going. I just want to make sure I get one thing. Now the seed drop rate, I think it's 50%. Spawn a couple more in that spot to increase the tick. There we go. Alright, so it does drop a valid item. Boop. We'll put that right there. Oh, hey, look! The rift is affecting the growth rate for these guys. Awesome. Alright, I want to make sure that I get the Rift Bloom seeds, game mode 2. Yeah, see, Rift Bloom seed chance 25 or 50%, anchor bonus chance of 25%. There we go. So I've increased the potency here, and that bonus chance. Every time you do this, you have a chance of getting 2 seeds. There's a 25% chance to get a second seed. So there's the initial 50%, and if that succeeds, it rolls an additional 25. So it'll be a little more rare, but it's a benefit. See, like right there, 1, 2, right? Ah, dang it. I'm losing my mind. If they don't come out with, oh, the housing looks pretty good, them saying the past content will be relevant. Yeah, and like transmogs, right? Like they changed transmogs to where it's like, you could have transmogs for different actions and stuff. Like, that's pretty cool. Save a bunch of money in transmog stuff. Some, you know, a lot of people are like, hallelujah. I feel like this is definitely the safer approach. I could be back here. 1, 2, 3. So I'm dropping seeds. Seeds are fine. These are growing fine. Let's look at our achievements. Alright, so I have to make magic chalk. I would make the tablet, put the tablet in for magic chalk. I know the tablet's gonna work, so I'm just gonna get the magic chalk. We'll throw it out. Bam. Right? So now I can do rituals. If I hold the magic chalk and press F, all the options come up. Oh, you know what? You know what I should do? I have the thing where it's like a place rune on the ground. Wonder if I should add something where it's like, you know, press F for options. I don't know. But the first thing I'm going to want to make is the Sigil of World Magic. Damn it. Okay, there we go. I didn't want to interfere there. Alright, so break those. I mean, I don't really need the pattern. I just want to make sure it works on each step. I've done this so many times. Torches. Regular torches. And cobblestone. Any kind of cobblestone. Here, let's pull up andesite. Why not? Here we go. Now, if I check this, throw in reagents, one at a time, cast transmutation. It's going to cost 4 primordial fragments. Now, for primordial fragments, this is going to be probably the biggest hurdle people are going to have. You can, if you find rusty gears, you could take a rusty gear in your hand, granted that you have the mana for this. It costs 15 mana, I only got 12, right? So I'd have to cast transmutation a little bit more. Or I could just do that, and then we can just, you know, pretend that I've played longer than I have. Here we go. Right? I could sit here and meditate. What I got? 17, 15 mana. Perfect. Right? So I'm meditating right now. I can hold this in my hand. Again, it's going to do the mana infusion, and I can break down these rusty gears just like that into the fragments I need. A new source of power. Really? What achievement is that? Let's take a look at the primordial fragment here. That achievement doesn't show up. What was it called again? New source of power. Achievement. Triggers from primordial fragments. Doesn't show up in guidebook. There we go. Perfect. They don't have a physical copy, you'll print one out yourself. Nice. Mage looks at clay forming and dirt digging. Ew, whips the wand at it, right? Turn you from dirt to riches. Proper magic reaction. You know, magic does, you know, it's gonna help out the environment. Very eco-friendly. Alright, so I'm gonna admin myself a handful of these fragments. Actually, I'm not going to. I'm just gonna get 3 more. There we go. So I should be able to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Cast transmutation. Bam. So you'll notice a lot more particles and stuff. There are a couple swirls as well. So I got my obelisk here. And it is poisoning me, so let's defend against it. There we go. Now I can get close to it. Poison. Now I could put rustic compounds in. That's probably going to be the first thing that you're going to want to throw in here. Make sure the particles show up. Yep, they do. Excellent. Good old asynchronous particles. And I can right-click on this, right, and it shows me where the runestone should be. Now, I want to test, I'm going to get ahead of myself here, because I don't think a lot of people are watching these super secrets. We're going to use Moonstone. I want to make sure that Moonstone is going to work in a multiplayer server. Ah! It's poison! A hidden cap tier. Oh, we're watching. All two of you. Two people will know. And this right here, actually, it's not for this in particular. I kind of did it wrong. It's going to be for the Celestial Prism. I want to make sure that it works. Here, so I will do this. Oh, the poison. Oh, can't see. The radiation is too much. Gonna be like the Hulk. There, we'll get rid of that. So, interesting thing here, right? It's daytime. This thing it's active up there. I can see the little particles. It's generating stuff. I put the cap on. It should turn off. And it did. It stopped generating essence. Nighttime, though, it will actually run at nighttime at a slightly faster rate. That's what the Moonstone does to this now. So, and I think it's like every... the tier 3, I think it's like every 8 seconds. Instead of 30 seconds, like the tier 3 caps is every 8 seconds it will generate an essence. Huh? Oh yeah, yep. Oh, well, it's time to go. 4:35, alright. So I'm gonna have to save and quit here. We're gonna have to raid someone. Thought I had a little more time. Yeah, it's food time. Twitch. Who do we have playing Vintage Story? I guess we'll have to throw it to someone new. And I'm gonna pick someone at random. God, I don't know. Velhart. This person hopefully speaks English. Hopefully, raid. I'm gonna have to finish this later. I'll probably do it a little later tonight. But, thank you for watching, everyone. Yeah. I just have to step through. I have to step through everything. So far, things are working. And if I can see some of the stuff trigger, other people will. It's gonna be the spell casting. I have to test out Temporal Funnel, heals, you know, like regeneration, and all, like, the Siphon spell, and then I have to try and transfer that stability to others. So we're getting there. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, adios, see you later. Bye.